Hello, my name is Matt Hecker, and welcome to Hecker's Fitness Personal Training Program. Today, we're about to do a full body workout utilizing resistance bands, body weight, and ideally a mat if you have one. So barring any physical limitations, I encourage everyone to join in for a great beginner to intermediate workout, challenging yourselves, but never pushing beyond your limit. Remember, you can always add more tomorrow, but you can never take away tomorrow what you do today. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me at heckersfitness.com. Now this is Emily. She's going to be our demonstrator for any of those who may need a visual aid during the workout. Alright, let's get started. Starting off, we're going to do 20 to 30 repetitions of our squat and reach. So spreading your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, your chest is up and out, shoulders are back, and as you inhale, we're going to squat down, reaching between the legs, and as you exhale, squeezing the abdominals tight, reaching overhead. Inhaling down and exhaling up. Moving at your own pace, making sure to bend at the knees and at the waist, keeping weight back in the heels. So keeping the chest up toward the front of the room. As you inhale, you lower down, bending at the waist. Always maintain that nice neutral spine alignment. Weights back in the heels, keeping the knees back behind the toes. Never going below 90 degrees in your knee bend. And be mindful again of what's right for your body. If you feel some sort of discomfort in your knees, feel free to limit that range of motion. And sometimes certain exercises may not be right for your body. So be really mindful of what feels right and what doesn't. And if it doesn't feel right, you may omit that exercise, or you might shoot me an email and give you some other recommendations of what to do to fix that. Nice work, everybody. Inhaling down, keeping weight back in the heels. Exhaling, squeezing the abdominals tight, reaching long toward the ceiling. Making sure not to arch in the small of the back. After you finish up, we'll come into our downward facing dog position. Starting off in our tabletop, nice 90 degrees in the shoulder joint and the hip joint. Press our hips to the ceiling. That's a nice way to get a good measurement for your downward facing dog. Pressing heels to the floor, chest to the back of the room. We're about to do 10 leg raises and then pulling knee to chest by squeezing the abdominals tight to each side. So as you inhale, reaching the right leg toward the ceiling. As you exhale, shifting knee to chest or the opposite hand. Again, moving with your breath and at your pace. We'll do about 10 to each side. Noticing how the weight shifts out over the hands, inhaling long toward the ceiling. Now squeezing the abdominals tight, you'll try to pull that knee to the right hand, or as you may take it over to the opposite hand, maybe tuck the hips under as you exhale if you go to the opposite hand. Our goal is to get more abdominal engagement here. As you finish the last one, gently placing the foot on the floor, we'll do the opposite side or the left side here. Inhaling long to the ceiling, exhaling knee to chest. Moving with your breath, knowing that my cues are probably going to be a little bit off from what you guys are doing out there. Your pace may be a little bit different than Emily's. Great work, everybody. Keep it up. Shifting the weight forward out over the hands on the exhale. Inhaling and lifting long toward the ceiling. And if you're taking the knee over to the opposite hand, make sure to tuck the hip under, squeezing those abdominals tight, getting a little bit more abdominal engagement. As you finish the last one, we'll lower back down to our knees. We're about to do 2 of our bird dogs to each side, holding for a count of 5. As you inhale, reach the right arm forward, left leg back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Shifting over to the other side, make sure the hips are square as you reach long to the front and back of the room for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Right arm forward, left leg back, squaring the hips up here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back. Make sure the hips are nice and square for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. We'll go ahead and slowly come up to a standing position. And we'll reach over and grab our resistance band. We're going to kind of play with the band to find out the correct resistance for us, or for you. We'll go ahead and wrap one knuckle around and then the next. We'll come down to a slight squat position, bending at the knees and waist. Our chest is up, shoulders are back. And as you exhale, we're going to reach out to the side while squeezing shoulder blades together, inhaling back together to the center. Now noticing as we come to the center, we're not going to release all the tension off the band. And making sure that chest stays up and out, shoulders are back, and maintain that nice neutral spine alignment. And if you're looking for additional intensity, feel free to pick up one of the feet for a single leg balance as you do the same exercise. Just as effective if you leave the other foot down. Moving at your own pace. Exhaling as you squeeze shoulder blades together, inhaling forward. But when in doubt, always breathe. Nice work. Again, 20 to 30 repetitions, whatever feels right to you. Nice, and whenever you finish that, we'll start back over with our squat and reach. Feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. And as you inhale, squatting down to the floor, exhaling, reaching long to the ceiling. Again, as you inhale, bending at the knees and the waist, lowering down, keeping weight back in the heels of the feet. As you exhale, squeezing the abdominals tight as you reach overhead. Try to make sure that knee doesn't shoot out past the front toe. And be mindful of what's right for you. You can always limit range of motion. We're going to always focus on that nice neutral spine alignment. Great work, everybody. Again, moving at your own pace. At any time throughout today's workout, feel free to go ahead and grab a drink. We will actually give you some drink breaks as we go throughout. But most importantly, be mindful of what's right for your body. Nice work. Whenever you finish up with the last one, we'll come back to our downward facing dog. Great work here. Nice. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Nice. Coming into our downward facing dog. Notice how we start at the tabletop. You get a nice measurement for our downward facing dog. We'll do 10 leg raises, then knee to opposite hand or chest. Inhaling up, exhaling knee to chest or opposite hand. Noticing out, if you're watching, Emily's taking the knee to the opposite hand. She goes ahead and tucks that hip under, squeezing the abdominals tight, making sure to shift the weight forward. Trying to move with your own breath here. As you lift long to the ceiling, you're pressing the hips back and up. As you exhale, you shift the weight forward out over the hands, squeezing the abdominals tight. Great work, everybody. And whenever you finish 10 on this side, we'll gently place the foot on the floor and shift over to the other side. Lifting the leg long, exhaling knee to chest with the opposite hand, inhaling up. Great work, everybody. Nice. Squeezing the abdominals tight as you pull knee to chest or the opposite hand. Nice work here. Remember to challenge yourselves, but be mindful of what's right for you. And also remember, this is just our warm-up. For any of you that have been doing this for a while and you're quite fit, this might be quite easy for you. But if this is your first workout, this could be quite challenging. So be okay with that. Well, go ahead and come back down to our knees. We're about to do 2 more of our bird dogs. Holding for count of 5 to each side. Slight arch in the small of the back. Reaching long to the front and back of the room. Holding for 5. 4. Hips are square for 3. 2. Last one. Coming down to the floor. Left arm reaches forward. Right leg reaches back. Squaring the hips up for 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Right arm reaches forward. Left leg reaches back. Squaring the hips up for 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Left arm reaches forward. Right leg reaches back. Squaring the hips up for 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. We'll go ahead and slowly come up to a standing position. Reaching over and grabbing our resistance band. Finding the appropriate resistance. We'll go ahead and wrap one knuckle around and then wrap the next knuckle around. Coming down to our slight squat position, our chest is up and out, shoulders are back, and as you exhale, squeeze shoulder blades together. Inhaling back to center, exhaling, squeeze shoulder blades together. Noticing as we come to center, we do not release all the tension off the band. And again, if you were on one foot last time, picking up the left foot or the opposite foot this time. Nice work, everybody. Keeping the abdominals engaged, always wanting to maintain that nice neutral spine alignment. Make sure the knee doesn't shoot out, making sure the knee does not shoot out past the front toe. Moving at your own pace here. Exhaling as you extend out to the side walls. Inhaling as you come back to center. Again, when in doubt, always breathe. So great work. We just finished our warm-up. If you have not gotten a drink of water yet, I encourage you to do so. But we're about to move on to the main portion of our workout.